Okay, we're good to go. And I'm the right side up.
I hope.
We hope.
I can't check on my phone.
So happy spring, everyone. Happy Ostera. Thank you for joining us and being here. We have a couple of in-person guests as well. So if you guys want to say hi. Okay.
Okay.
We're good again?
Yes.
Okay, I'm back.
For the third time.
For the third time. Let me see here. Now, we're going to start with some smudging. So I'm going to do my smudge as per usual. And I'm going to get my candle lit, my goddess candle. So we're going to start there. Now, have you guys ever been smudged before? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. So this is not a new thing. So I did the tobacco burning first, because you do everything through tobacco. And I've got in here white sage, cedar, and sweetgrass. Because when you smudge, it's great to get rid of the negative energy, but then you create a hole. And something's got to fill it in. It could be more negative energy, it could be good stuff, but you don't know. It's a 50-50 chance. If you burn it with sweetgrass, or burn sweetgrass afterwards, you're filling it in with happiness.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm just going to get this going. So I'm going to offer you guys the bowl first, and I'll hold it for you. And then you can just kind of wash yourself with the smudge. So you're just going to do like this. There you go. It's okay. Take it however much you need.
Put it on my butt. Put it on my booty.
Excellent. Now, Sarah.
Thank you.
And then I'll hold it out for you guys, and you can virtually take as much of the smudge as you need. Let you cleanse yourself before you come into the circle in perfect love and in perfect trust. And I've been smudging people all day long, so I'm well smudged right now. So, now we're going to do this rainwater spring ceremony. So I don't know if anybody here got their tools and things together, but this is one of the first ceremonies we're going to do. So inside this jug is an old snowball that melted. And what we're doing is we're shoving the snow away and welcoming in spring. So we're doing it with this water, this snow water, and my moon water is around here, yes. So I got this bottle from Summertime Mystic Creations. They make moon water in special bottles. It's always good to have a little moon water. And what we're going to do now is we're going to do the blessing of the water. And this is where the bells come in. So you guys are going to ring the bells. And as the world is renewed by the life-giving spring rains and winter's melting snows, yep, keep going, let us be touched by their energies as well. Let these refreshing waters wake us up. May this gift of the goddess cleanse and bless you and prepare you for the rite. So mote it be. Okay, now you can put the bells down, which is awesome. Good job, ladies. Now what we're going to do is, you can follow me. We're going to dip our fingers in there, and I'm just going to sprinkle it on myself. And when I do that, I'm going to say, be blessed by the power of the spring. So you guys can each take a turn. Be blessed by the power of the spring for both of you. Do you want some?
Yes.
Silly question, right? Be blessed by the power of the spring. And now we're going to take another dab of water, and we're going to say, may my thoughts be gentle, understanding, and clear.
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 And we're going to do our mouth. May I always speak in kindness.
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 I'm going to use 2 fingers this time. May I always listen with compassion.
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 Last one, the eyes. May I always see through the glass of love.
May I always see through the glass of love.
May I always see through the glass of love.
May I always see through the glass of love.
And there you go. So be renewed by the waters of life. This is winter water that is going out after the ceremony. I'm going to take it outside and dump it and say, be gone with you, snow.
Yes.
We're done with you. So on this Ostera night, or this night of Ostera, winter now truly stands behind us. And before us lies the promise of spring. The Maiden Goddess walks the land once more, awakening the earth and bringing life to all upon her path. The world around us stands reborn, fresh blossoms, new green grasses, the scent of spring flowers upon the wind. Tonight, let us greet the awakening earth and plant the seeds we wish to bloom this year. And as the day begins in the east, so too does this circle. So I am going to cast this circle as a place of love and joy and truth, and as a shield to protect our work from any harm or ill intention. We are now between the worlds once the circle is cast. And the circle is now cast. We are in a sacred space. So I'm going to call in the directions. We're going to start with the east door, and east is behind me. We all call the warm winds of the east. Blow away the cold winter and join us in this circle this night. And now we go to the south door, which is that way. We call to the bright sun of the south. Melt away the last signs of winter and join us in our circle this night. And now for the west door. We call to the rushing waters of the west. Bless us with the warm rays of spring and join us in our circle this Ostera night. And for the north door, we call to the green growing earth of the north. Free the ground from its icy cold slumber and join us in our circle this Ostera night. And then we turn our faces to the grandmother moon above, basically. We call to you, the jeweled moon in the sky, and ask you to grace us with a sense of wonder and delight. You have seen many thousands of springs. Show us how to see each spring as you do, as once again new and beautiful and full of magic and wonderment. And now we look beneath to the Mother Earth below. We call to you as your presence stirs the trees and warms the green of the earth and our hearts. We feel your sweet sap flowing in the bones and spirit. Be with us here tonight. Hail and welcome. And finally, to center, tonight we call upon the Maiden Goddess in all her forms, the goddess of the dawn and new beginnings. As the earth grows around us, let us bring change and growth into our own lives. Let us manifest your many blessings. You are the breeze that awakens all around us and brings forth new life. Great Goddess, smile down upon us and be a part of our circle this Ostera night. So, all the directions are called. We're now into the ritual, but I'm going to talk about Ostera. So did you know the word Ostera before tonight, what it was? Okay. So we're going to learn a little bit about Ostera tonight. So there is much debate about what goddess is connected to Ostera. For there are no records of any ancient celebrations. Most celebrations we have today have pagan roots, yes, but they didn't actually make records of this particular celebration. But what I do know is it is the beginning of the zodiac year as well. So it's a bit of a new year because the first day of spring brings in the sign of Aries. What signs are you guys?
I'm Aquarius.
You're Aquarius, okay.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, okay. I'm an Aries.
Oh, nice.
So with Aries fire coming into play as the wheel turns, those Aries sparks stir up the fire, power, and spirit of youth inside everyone, regardless of whether you're Aries or not. The seeds of and intentions that you planted at Yule and in bulk are manifesting, and Ostera is bringing inspired action through Aries, crackling, motivating, and energy-filled. We look to the east, to the dawn, to the start of movement. Back in the day, there was a very important ritual of the blessings of the fields. What fields in our lives would we like to bless and bring a fruitful and bountiful harvest from? Because we're not as dependent on our fields growing, agriculturally speaking. Let's take a breath, and we're going to hold up our right hand and close our eyes and send the blessing to the fields you need blessed in your life. What fields would you like to grow a huge crop for you? For yourself. What do you need in your life? And now I want you to send your blessings to your circle sisters. So I'll send it to Jennifer, and Jennifer can send it to Patty, and Patty can send it to Sarah, and Sarah to me. So we're going to send blessings. You don't have to know what the fields are for your sister, but know that you are adding energy, strength, and love to her fields. Know you are sending abundance and blessings to her fields, and she to yours. Manifesting success, abundance is a team sport. So I'm going to turn my hand now and send it to you in the audience. And if you have someone in the house that you love, you can send it there. You can send it to our circle over here. Wherever you want to send it to help your fields and my fields and everybody's fields be successful. So, thank you everyone for that energy. This is a time when plants start to awaken, buds appear, ready to burst open. The sap flows, bringing life back to something that once looked dead, sort of like the resurrection of Easter. The church has taken a lot of pagan roots into their holidays. The earth opens fully and trustingly to new life, new energy, new blessings, and wakes in wonder as she becomes fertile again, just as we can too. It's kind of interesting because the first 3 months of any year gives us 3 New Years right in a row, because the goddess above knows we need a running start. It doesn't always work the first time around. And the tides pull at our passions, our bodies. Love is flowing into us, and everything is pulsating with new life. So let's just bask in this energy and know that it's here and that we're about to, rev up. A lot of people lately have been telling me through, my appointments and stuff that they're feeling so slow, they're feeling lazy, they're, why can't I just get stuff done? It's because we're transitioning into spring. So we're kind of like bears coming out of hibernation, and we're kind of dopey, and so we got to let that transition happen. And that's what's happening with this energy. So, give it a couple days and you'll find that you got a new spring in your step. And the spring equinox is midpoint, right in the middle between the inwardness of winter, because winter's a time to go in, and the outer energy of summer. So we're right in the middle of those two right now. Spring marks the reunion of Persephone and Demeter. So Persephone was cursed to go underground at the beginning of every winter, and she had to stay there with the underground gods. And she's in love with Demeter. That's the mythology, Greek legend. And she can only come to the surface in spring. And when she comes, the flowers start to bloom, and her and Demeter can get together and be in love. And Persephone dances with Demeter at this point. Children rejoice, and mothers reconnect with their daughters and their daughters' daughters, renewing the connection of crone, mother, maiden. So right now, the season surrounding us is the maiden season. We go into mother later into the year, and then crone is during the winter. So what's really cool is, as a mother, you are carrying your own grandchildren from your daughters. So if you have a daughter, you've already carried your own grandchildren. So, because we all come into this world with as many eggs as we're going to make in our lifetime. So it's kind of cool if you think about it, because like I have a daughter, and she has two daughters who are my granddaughters. So I already carried my granddaughters in me. It's like,
That is neat.
I love that. I love that connection. So we're all connected together. And I was just telling a client today that my daughter and I have realized that she's been my mother in another life, and now I'm her mother in this life. So we've got a very deep connection. So why the egg at this time, and why at Easter, right? Well, eggs are the universal symbol of life. Eggs are life-giving, as they are considered a complete food. It is the measuring bar for all other sources of protein, right to today even. Whites, yolks, so when you want to know how much of a perfect protein is, they always compare it to the egg, because the egg is considered a perfect protein. And the yolks, the whites will lower cholesterol, but you only need to eat egg whites if you want to lower your cholesterol on purpose, because otherwise people are like, oh, it's a high cholesterol food. No, it's perfectly balanced. Whatever cholesterol's in the yolk is countered by the whites of the egg. They get rid of the cholesterol that's in the yolk. And there's actually more nutrient in the yolk. So don't be afraid to eat those yolks, as long as you're eating the whites with them. You're good. The cosmic egg is the symbol that appears in many ancient creation myths all over the world. It is a metaphor of potential. And even in this Divine Goddess deck, there's the cosmic egg. And that's the card that comes up for that. And I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an everlasting love. The cosmic egg is the divine feminine, as it's called. So that's the reason we have a lot of Easter eggs, because it is a pagan tradition that has been carried over. It's kind of like when the church first came to Ireland, Bridget is their main goddess. They couldn't stop the people from continuing to worship Bridget, so they made her a saint. And they just declared her a Saint Bridget. There wasn't a real Saint Bridget until about 300 years after they declared a Saint Bridget of Ireland. It's like, yeah, some pagan things just aren't going to go away. Where were we? The cosmic egg. It's a metaphor of the potential. It is said that the pre-creation held within chaos. So as women, we have eggs. In fact, we were born with our lifetime supply, like I said. So what's cool is, as a mother of a daughter, you also carry your future grandchildren in you. It is also said that chaos is the energy and state of things before life is created. And as women who have gone through your cycles and your periods and getting pregnant and whatnot, you know, our bodies are very chaotic a lot of the times. And, you know, like, if guys had to go through this, they would not be able to handle it. And who best handles chaotic energy? Woman. Yay! It's from chaos that the goddess created, from the cosmic egg that created God. There is a God, but the goddess created him. And she created the planets, the stars, the universe, and us, life. We are made in the image of the goddess. The Bible left a lot of things out. It starts when God comes around. And as the goddess's image, we carry eggs that bring life into this world. So the Bible wasn't wrong when we are made in the image. We are made in the image of God, of goddess, and we create life, and we are chaotic. There's a lot more health research that's done for men that treats men's diseases, not as much for women, because we're a very complicated machine. And that's because we're chaotic, and it's in chaos that creativity truly blooms. That's what they mean by the artistic temperament, right? It's never quite a straight line. It's always zigzagging. That's how creation happens. Yes, it's chaotic, it's messy and hard sometimes. But like the goddess, we handle it well. We muck through what have many men getting the vapors, or having many men get the vapors and fainting. I mean, if you've ever had a man in the labor room, he's the one that's panicking while we're going through all of it. We create, build, and nurture our families, all with our goddess power, and all through the egg. So rabbits, also, why are rabbits part of Easter? It actually started out as hares. As rabbits were in Southwest Europe and Northwest Africa, they were not in full Europe yet. As well, we all know what bunnies are good at. And in fact, and here's a weird statistic. I mean, you think it's bad going through labor. A female rabbit can have like 75 baby bunnies in 1 year.
Yeah,
That's a lot of baby bunnies. So they spread, to say the least of it. And it was the Normans who actually first introduced rabbits to England in their invasion of England. Ostera is the name of the Germanic goddess that is spelled Eostre, which is very close to Easter. And she's the goddess of spring and dawn. And there's no record of an Ostera as a goddess. So it's a butchered form of Ostera. Some say she is a version of Ishtar, but that's not true. There's a meme that's going around that's saying it's Ishtar. Ishtar was a very, very ancient goddess, but she's associated with sex and love, and that's definitely spring. But she's also very associated with war, so that's not so springy. She was later degraded by the patriarchy, though, Ishtar, into being portrayed as a goddess of sacred prostitution, also called temple prostitution, because there were things like the Vestal Virgins. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but they're from ancient Rome and Greek and whatnot. And when the men would go off to war, they would come back home to the temples and they would have sex with the Vestal Virgins to sort of help the PTSD kind of thing, so that they were more peaceful coming home to their wives. Also, you could go to the temple and make offerings, and part of that offering could be having sex. It wasn't considered like it's dirty. It was considered a sacred act that was a worship kind of thing of the gods or goddesses that they were in the temple of, like the Vestal Virgins. It was Vesta that was the goddess. Virgin was also a totally different word back then. The patriarchy, of course, has changed it as well. Virgin back then did not mean you had not had sex. It meant you hadn't had a baby. So that's what the original term of virgin means, is that you haven't had a baby. Not that you haven't had sex. I'm sure you have. And her animal symbol is the lion. There's no rabbits that would hang out with a lion. Ishtar I'm talking about. So yeah, she doesn't have a lot of rabbits. However, Aphrodite, who is also known as Venus, has rabbits as one of her symbols, and she is the goddess of love and sex and all that kind of stuff. And again, we know what bunnies do well. And Artemis is the goddess of all wild things and places, and she is their protector. Artemis would not accept hares as a sacrifice to her. It was considered sacrilegious to sacrifice a bunny or a hare to her. So now we're going to go into some of the ritual work. So we've gathered here to celebrate Ostera, a time of growth, opportunity, and potential. So if there's anything you want to kind of have bloom for you, now's the time to do it. This is the perfect energy. And before we begin the ritual tonight, we're going to write our wish or desire for what we want to grow this spring. So in this basket, I have some very colorful springy markers, and I have eggs. So if you want to grab an egg and a marker, I'll bring that closer. You can write on there, and it can be just like a one word kind of thing. It doesn't have to be a whole long speech or anything, or if you have a symbol, you know, like, I'm just saying, if you want your business to grow, draw a broom on your egg or something. And a dollar sign or something like that. You got our marker? Okay.
I do.
Excellent. Yes, what would you like to plant this year? So take your time out there in TV land, Facebook world or whatever, and draw on your egg. You also have a minute or two. If you didn't remember to bring an egg, go run to your fridge and get an egg. And then leave space on your egg to write this or something better. And then when archaeologists dig these up, they'll be like, oh, these people used to do rituals. Look at them. The reason you always want to include, if you ever do an intention kind of casting or whatever, you always want to write this or something better, because what you're telling the universe is you're saying, I'm giving you wiggle room. Because we might want something, but we don't realize there's actually something better. It's kind of like going in and saying, I really want this car. It's a Nissan, but there's a Mercedes right over here that I could give you. And it's like,
Yes, here.
Taking
pictures of their eggs.
Yeah, I want to try mine. Here's like, what are you going to do with your egg?
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so we've decorated our eggs. We've written this or something better on our eggs. It allows us, the other thing that not only does it give us wiggle room, but it allows us not to become attached to the outcome. And that's something I teach in Treasure Map Your Life as well, a new course that's coming up. If you want money to come into your life, you want to take this course. I had $1,000 land in my bank account last night from a client, because I know how to manifest money now. It's awesome. I love checking my email because every time I do, I have money coming in. So the wheel of change is happening right now. It's spinning, and it's spinning round to spring again, and it's time to change and begin again. Rejoice in spring for the maiden. The first aspect of the goddess is returning. Spring is the season of Yoster, or Easter, she who opens the gates and offers up spring. It is the time of balance between winter and summer. Dusk and dawn are aligned in harmony because they're in equal right now. The grayness of the winter is fading in the distance. Persephone lifts her innocent face to the sun after many months in the dark underworld. We spark the spirit of maiden within us and the fire power of Aries. Okay, so now, where's my phone?
It's over here.
Oh, may I borrow it? Are you using it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. I'll see if I can do this.
You got this.
Oh. Sorry. I just gotta get my ears back. I did this in music class all the time. I was in band camp. My music teacher, I played the French horn, and my music teacher didn't know how I did it, but I could hear a song, and after that I could play it, but I couldn't play it reading it. I had to hear it first. So bear with me. I just gotta get... Mother, daughter, sister, lover, hear us, maidens. It is you we seek within us. Goddess, goddess, guide us. Mother, daughter, sister, lover, hear us, maiden. It is you we seek within us. Goddess, goddess, guide us. Mother, daughter, sister, lover, hear us, maiden. It is you we seek within us. Goddess, goddess, guide us. Very good. Yay. Give
I
us a
know she was going to
hand.
make us sing it.
By the way,
I'm going to follow the vibe. And then I was like, yeah, come on.
Like I said, you can't do anything wrong when you're here, so it's all good. It's all good. I'm not the best singer myself, so. Oh, and you're not on camera, so that's good. Yeah, so I took the tune, but I put my own words to it. But that's a little chant that you can use if you want. It calls in the maiden energy and the energy of beginnings. So the egg has long been seen as a symbol of new beginnings, and we have our egg and life, and we know that life arises from eggs. Many animals lay their eggs in spring. Hens, although they lay during the winter, egg production does become much more abundant as the days grow warmer. And this is often when hens get broody. And broody means that's when they want to lay a bunch of eggs and sit on them and raise other little chickens, I mean. And it's the most thrilling thing when I had my farm, and the first time one of my hens went broody on her own, because it's actually a really hard thing to do a lot of the times. And then one morning I opened the hen house and the chickens all came out. And 2 little peepers came out too. And I was like, oh my God. It's awesome having little baby chicks. Tonight we're going to take our eggs and we're going to bury them in the earth like an egg in our world is about potential. Each year at this time, new life blooms and arises from the ground, nurtured by the power of the great goddess. This night, we ask the earth to nurture our dreams and desires, and for the lady to add their powers to our egg work. So we've written on our eggs or drawn on our eggs, and we put our little this or something better. So we're going to take our egg and we're going to hold it in our hand. And I want you to start to focus on all the potential, both within your egg and within you. Look at your egg if you want to and see what you've written upon it. And start to place the successful reaching of attaining what you want, what your desire is, your goal, in your mind, and putting it into your egg. Picture it coming true. See yourself taking the steps needed to reach that place, and knowing that it will come, knowing that it is here because you've already written it on your egg, and so shall it be. This or something better. And now that we have our wish firmly placed in our mind, with flexibility, of course, because there's always something better, maybe. Let's charge our eggs, and so we're going to hold both our hands over our eggs and place your wish inside the egg. Charge it with the energy and magic. Send your intention down through your arms, into your hands, and through into the egg. And we will say together, spring is here. Spring is here. Our desires near.
Our desires near.
What we will,
What we will,
the earth shall fulfill.
the earth shall fulfill.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Continue to put that energy of that thing, that desire, that dream, that hope into your egg. As you put the charge in, you'll notice your egg gets heavier. The heavier it gets, the more filled it is, the faster your wish will come in. Is anyone's egg getting heavy? Noticing it? Mine's like, it feels like a rock. Like it's got the weight of a rock now. Anyone else notice that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you pick it up, it doesn't feel like an egg. It feels very heavy.
Mhm.
If anyone wants to try and lift mine. Do you notice that it's heavy?
Okay.
We're touching each other's eggs.
I think mine's heavy.
Yeah, yours is getting heavy.
Yeah.
I feel mine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you put a lot of charge in there. Yeah, yours is getting heavy. Needs a little more, I think. Hold it in your left hand and place your right hand on top. Your right hand's your giving hand. And your left hand is your receiving. So you're receiving the wish, but you're giving the charge. And when you feel it's heavy enough, we are going to do something else with the egg. And you can put it aside just for a second. I'm feeling pretty good about my egg. Who needs a pot?
I do.
Okay.
I think I have one, but I don't know if my egg will fit in it.
Okay, do you want one of these pots?
I might need one. My pot is like this.
Okay, I'll take your pot. I'll take your pot. Here you go. You're welcome. Here's your pot, Sarah.
Thank you.
Alright, so what we're going to do... Yeah, actually, I might use my... I ran out of pots, so using this as a makeshift. But it will grow in there. I'll get your pot back in a sec here. So, what we're going to do is, now that your egg is fully charged, you are, with your magic and intention, the spell is set. And you may find your egg feels heavier, like I said. Now we will bring out our planter pots, and it can be anything, whatever, like I'm using a peanuts, planters, cashew pot. These guys got the real flower pots. So, well, I put the earth in the bottom, so if you haven't put earth in the bottom, you want to put some earth in the bottom, some potting soil, whatever it might be. I've already done that step for you guys, because I wasn't sure how far into the wine we would be yet. So what you're going to do is you're going to place the egg in the pot whole. Just put it right in. And then you're going to put a little dirt over top of it. Cover it.
I need a picture.
There's a cup inside, so each of you can take a turn putting some dirt carefully and mindfully over the egg. You can bring the bag to you or whatever is easier. And then I got some wee little tomato seeds in here. They're really, really small. So you can take a tomato seed, you won't be able to see it. You can take a tomato seed and just put it down into the earth. Get it covered over. And tomatoes actually really like eggs in the dirt. So this egg is going to help it to really grow big and strong, act as a fertilizer.
One seed?
Yeah, just one seed. You don't need more than one tomato plant into this pot. They'll crowd each other out.
Okay. And push it right in?
Yeah, just put it in, not deep, just, maybe a fingernail worth.
Okay.
So we're covering our eggs and planting our seeds, and we're doing a witch's pyramid. To know, to dare, to will, and to be silent. And that's the true secret to a good spell, is the be silent part. That's, if you've ever blown out candles on a birthday cake, you're doing a spell. Because when you blow the candles out, you can't tell anyone what your wish was, right? That's the to be silent part. So what is happening is we are connecting with and vibrating our intention with Mother Earth, because we are literally using Earth. And the egg will radiate out into the world and bring us everything that we desire as the plant blooms. And growth will happen. As the egg breaks down, and it will break down in here, our intention will become closer and closer to fruition. And like I said, we just planted tomato seeds, and watch the bloom and growth with a measure, that's your measuring stick. Once you see the plant bloom, once it starts to go, you can transplant out of this, by the way. Don't feel like you got to keep it in the same pot. But you can transplant it, you can put it into a garden or into a big pot that you have at home. But that's your measuring stick. So the big question is, what happens if the plant dies?
What if it doesn't bloom?
What if it doesn't bloom?
Yeah, thank you. That's why I said one seed. I need two just in case the one lets me down. Yeah.
It means that you have to change the way you're going about things to get what you want, or it's not supposed to happen this year. It's one or two things, right?
Okay.
So keep that in mind. So it doesn't mean it's never going to happen. And you can do it again next spring.
Oh, we have a whole year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prices might go up in a year. I'm a little afraid.
Now it's a good idea to take some of this winter water and put a little bit over your plant, just to, give it a little bit.
Maybe looking at 1 million instead of 500,000 years from now, I'm afraid.
And it's also good once you get home to put a little saran wrap over top, so it creates a greenhouse for this little seed. Now, if you want to put 2 seeds in, you can, but
I have faith.
Yeah, I'm gonna have faith in this.
I'm gonna have faith.
Yeah.
I have no faith. I think 2 ended up in there.
Well, they were really tiny seeds.
They were.
Oh.
I have faith.
So you're connecting right to Mother Earth. Know that you are connecting to, and she's here to help you out with this little plant. And talk to it every day. Tell it how wonderful it is. Remember the intention that you put into it. If you want to draw on the pots to remind you of what the intention is, thank you. Like maybe it's a new house or something. Oh, little seed, you're going to be my new house, and you're going to come to the new house, and all these kind of things. They've proven scientifically that talking to plants really does make them grow, and they love it. Okay, so now we're going to, now that we've buried our egg, we're going to hold our hands over, right hand at least. You can do both if you want. And we're going to say, so you're going to follow me here. By the power of the moon above,
By the power of the moon above,
and gifted by the power of Our Lady's love,
and gifted by the power of Our Lady's love,
as the sun shines high in the sky,
as the sun shines high in the sky,
the goddess shall hear my cry.
the goddess shall hear my cry.
By wind, by fire, by land, and by sea.
By wind, by land, by fire, and sea.
Sure, close enough. This desire of mine
this desire of mine,
so shall it be.
so shall it be.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.
There we go. That which we will, so we've willed it and we put it into place. It's in the womb. It's in the womb of the earth. And as women, we're familiar with this energy. So it's developing and growing. You know, our babies all started as a little tiny cell, and now they're holy terrors for most of us. So our magic this Ostera night has been done. So now we're going to do the cakes and ale. This is the fun part. Well, I mean, that was fun too, but now there's food and wine involved.
I might be able to Mod Podge that on there. I might be able to.
Oh, yeah,
Do you
that's a
have
good
tape?
idea. I do have tape. Here's some tape. They're
Thank you,
putting the
Martha.
chant on their pot, just to let you know what they're doing. That's a great idea. You can chant over your plant. It will love it. It will love it very much. So all stands in balance. So let's pick up our cups and hold them up and say, what are we supposed to say? Knife to chalice, earth to sky.
Knife to chalice, earth to sky,
Heart to heart,
heart to heart,
and love to love.
and love to love.
Worlds are born and the earth is renewed.
Worlds are born and the earth is renewed.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Happy spring.
Happy spring.
Happy spring.
Happy spring.
Wait.
Mm. And thank you, Patty, for bringing us actual wine. This is awesome.
Delicious,
Mhm.
It is very delicious. Anybody on watching?
Yes, we got quite a few.
Any questions so far?
No questions so far.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
I'm gonna find that guest.
By the goddess, we bless this chalice and all that is contained in it. And now we're going to take the plate. Well, we're going to plate out our hot cross buns. So this probably is a silly question, but who wants a chocolate hot cross bun? We've got the choice here of chocolate and regular hot cross buns, and I know my choice will be chocolate.
Same.
Okay, so I have my little skull plates here.
I almost bought a skull
Oh, those are
vodka
beautiful.
bottle.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Alex
Very-
is like, do you want this for your ceremony?
That's awesome. Yeah, if you look around, you can tell I like skulls.
Yeah.
Where'd you pick up those plates?
I have no idea.
They're gorgeous.
I don't remember where I got
You've
them.
had them that long.
I may have been gifted them actually. I get a lot of skull gifts. So I'm gonna take this as chocolate. Yes, this chocolate. So help yourself to a plate and help yourself to bread because I don't want to be touching your bread on you. Here's a plate for you. Here's a plate for you, Patty. Here's a plate for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Chocolate hot cross buns.
Oh. I feel like Sarah should have it.
So
As
you
long
can
as
use
it's,
anything.
like,
I just
Hoping there's a chocolate one left.
I thought hot cross buns, they're a spring food, so I thought they would be a good thing. They also have the equal arm cross, which is the directions, of course. And bread is very goddess-like. Bread is one of the first gifts the goddess gave us. However, if you do not, I know some of you were asking me about gluten-free hot cross buns. If you have some other gluten-free type bread, you can do that. If you do not, you can simply take your hot cross bun and tear it up and put it in the offering bowl where your winter water is, and you can then put it out to the earth afterwards, and the goddess will still accept that. But when we ingest it, it is kind of nice because then you're taking a little bit of the goddess into you. Okay, so now we're going to bless our buns. Bless our buns. So you want to hold your hand over the bun again. In the name of the goddess,
In the name
Name
of
of the
goddess,
we bless this bread.
we bless this bread.
May it connect us to this land,
May it connect us to this land,
our ancestors, and to one another.
our ancestors, and to one another.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
And now you can, actually there's a little trick. So what we're going to do, is everyone good with sharing food?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to break your bun in half, and you hand it to the person beside you or near you, and you say, half for me, half for you. Between us two shall goodwill be.
Okay. Half for you and half for me, and I gave you the smaller half.
Half for me and half for you, and I gave you the bigger half for
Aw.
abundance.
Half for me and half for you. Half for me and half for you.
So your butt can be bigger.
And between us all there will goodwill shall be.
And between us all,
Oh,
goodwill shall be.
Yes. May you never hunger,
May you never hunger,
and may you never thirst.
and may you never thirst.
I love us.
With this sharing, you're putting yourself into a space of gratitude, and you're blessing someone else, so that creates good energy for your tomato plant to bloom.
Mm.
Oh my God, these are good.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I wish you guys were here and could eat this, because this
If
is
anyone's
amazing.
looking, like cobs.
Yeah,
No,
cobs.
yeah, cobs.
Cobs, that's where we got these. That's where Sarah got them, actually. I brought the eggs, she brought the buns. Mm-mm-mm. So good. Mm-mm. And after doing energy work, it's always good to eat. It replenishes your energy, but it also helps to ground you. So you're not leaving the circle all kind of loopy.
That's why I snack so often.
Exactly.
I'm not loopy.
Well, it's funny because my daughter and I were really lucky, and we hit the road for about a year. She's a henna artist and I'm the tarot reader, and we went to festivals all over Ontario.
Oh, what a great experience.
Oh yeah, and we camped and we just were on the road for an entire year together. But we knew that if I did too many tarot readings right in a row, I started to get really loopy and was, sort of like I was drunk almost. And the best way to ground yourself is through eating. And in particular, you want to eat root vegetables. So potatoes and carrots and things like that really ground you faster because they grow in the ground. So whenever I got loopy, Catherine would just hand a bag of baby carrots over. And that was her way of saying, Mom, you're kind of getting a little weird.
That's delicious. So good.
Happy spring, everyone. Freeing in more than one ways. Freeing from the iciness of winter, freeing from the masks. A lot of hope in the air, I'm finding. I know today was a tough day for a lot of people. Trust me, I was getting the texts and the messages, and it was a hard day for a lot of people. But know that this too shall pass, and spring is right here. There's a lot of hope. Now my fingers are all sticky. I do have napkins sort of here for people. If anyone wants one. Or Kleenex too. I had a big decoupage
Thank you.
order come in, so I was separating napkins all day long. That's why they're only one ply napkins. Oh, I'm sure. And then also I have a little gift for each of you. So this is what's called flower paper, and you can just put it in any field and it will grow wildflowers.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That's really cool.
The bees need more wildflowers. So plant it somewhere where the bees will be, and they'll find the flowers. And you don't even have to do anything to it. The rain will get it wet, and it will sink down into the ground. You just toss it out somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really cool idea. I love it.
Won't get confused with the tomatoes.
Oh. So this was Patty and Jennifer's first circle, moon circle, well actually this is a Sabbath circle. So a Sabbath is a sun celebration, and we're celebrating that the sun is coming back. That's what spring is all about. So how did you find it?
I liked it.
Yeah, it's different. I'm looking forward to my tomato plant growing.
Excellent, excellent.
I love new starts. Monday's my favorite day of the week.
Okay.
Just because everything you didn't get to last week, you have a new opportunity every Monday to like hit that ground running. So with spring, I always really enjoy the celebration and
Oh, that's
the
amazing.
idea of a fresh start. And,
Yeah, and what a great attitude to have towards Monday. 'Cause
Yeah.
a lot of people have the Mondays. How about you, Patty? Did you like it?
Yeah, I love
Okay.
it. I love it.
Right, awesome.
I can
awesome.
see lots of people need to come.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, as we open up some more, I
Mhm.
could do more circles. I do them out at the Purple Door, but I would love to also find a Kingston location that's kind of outdoors that I could do this at.
Yeah.
So if you hear of anything, let me know. And then we can invite even more people to join in on sharing hot cross buns and whatnot. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards for you guys too. And anyone else want cards out there? I don't think anyone made donations tonight, did they?
No, I don't think so.
I'm not sure everyone saw the event as part of the thing, so it's all good. Not to worry. But I am using my bunny cards, I'm calling them. And they're actually carrot cards.
Nice.
So they're vintage cards. They're not tarot cards, traditionally speaking, but they're black and white vintage cards that needed to go for someone. Who wants to go first? Holy, they are jumping out. Literally.
I would love to go first.
Okay, all right. Let's see what we've got.
Okay.
So I'm going to get you to tell me what cards you've got.
Okay.
'Cause they
Numbers or what it says?
Numbers and what it says.
So number 11, dew on grass.
Okay, dew on grass.
Oh, grass.
It's hard to write the reading.
Do it on the
Read
grass.
the writing.
Do it. No, not do it on the grass, Patty. It's dew on grass.
Oh, dew on grass. Oh, dew on grass.
Yeah.
Okay. I may be a little bit off
That
with
first card
doing it on the grass.
is you have a treat coming, a rare treat.
Okay, but next, number 25 is lawnmower.
Okay, all right, no
What do you have
worries.
to do on the grass when you get your lawnmower?
You're gonna get lawnmower on the grass.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got some temporary blindness.
Hmm.
So be careful because you might miss the treat, is what it's saying.
Okay.
What's your next card?
Number 29, the moon.
The moon, 29. Okay, so you're going to make some smart decisions, partly because you know now there's a treat coming.
Mhm.
And you may have missed it had you not seen the cards, right? And you're going to need a fourth card here. But now you know to look for it and you're going to make a smart decision. It's going to, the rare treat's coming through a choice or decision of some kind. This is your fourth card.
Number 4, the bare bush.
The bare bush. Okay, so you've got new wealth is your outcome.
Oh.
So
Well, that's good. I just recently started a new job. And
nice.
Thank
You're welcome. Now, Patty, do you want me to put those cards in as an option, or do you want
Sure.
to do all these cards? Oop, there's one that jumped.
I don't know. Keep him out.
Keep them out,
Yeah,
okay? Okay, there's another
Now
one.
you're live on my wall now.
Oh,
We're live in 2 spots.
Love it.
oh, that's awesome. Okay, there's a couple of jumpers there. Which one wants to pop that one hit first? Okay. This one. These are your 4?
Okay.
All right, let's see what we've got.
Okay. So 6, the butterfly.
6, a butterfly. There's a mystery. Some kind of mystery. Butterflies are also about transformation. All right, what's your next card?
The stone wall, 45.
45. Woo.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like stone walls.
Oh, it's a very hard obstacle. So you got a mystery and a hard obstacle.
Oh, I'm mastering these hard obstacles. Give it to me. Okay. Number 52, whiskers.
Whiskers. You're going to need empathy. So you're going to need to understand what someone's going to come at you with something you might not agree with or might not be able to kind of like, what do you mean kind of thing. So try to understand them. Don't try to be right. Try to understand them.
Okay.
And then your outcome.
Number 2 is baby.
Oh, you go back to the beginning. Okay, number 2, new life. New life.
Aw, baby.
So a new beginning, of course. You know, like whatever you're wanting is coming in, but it won't be without its obstacles.
Nice.
So you have to work for it.
Sweet.
And you'll have to see it from someone else's point of view too. You're not doing this alone, are you? I take it, this thing that you want? Or is it
No, it's a joint venture.
It's a joint venture. Okay.
Yeah, lots of obstacles already coming and some empathy coming.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, somebody who's not as eager as me. Not for babies.
That's your first card.
Not the babies, but
Yeah.
the venture. They're a little afraid of the venture.
Okay.
I swear to God, if this is patience.
Yeah, I know. Sarah, it's a running joke now. Sarah always gets patience when you draw cards.
I've learned already.
Yes, exactly.
That's a message.
I think for a year straight.
Yeah, for years straight. Yeah, patience showed up somewhere. Always. Even
Always.
if it was one card or
All the cards.
all the cards, it was, yeah, patience was the big one. There's your other jumper. There we go.
All right.
Okay, what's your first card here?
53, the winter landscape.
Oh, that's come up a few times in other people's readings too. The winter landscape.
No! Does it have something to do with doing it in the
Patience?
winter? Patience.
No patience. That's literally the word.
Patience.
Patience. Oh my God. Why are you not learning this lesson? I don't know. When the cards repeat like that, it means she's still not listening.
The which part?
Well, maybe the next cards will reveal.
Yeah, get ready for this one. 23, icy path.
Icy Path 23. Oh, there's some treachery and caution required. You might fall. So, be careful.
Okay.
Be patient.
Okay, so
27,
27.
the many rabbits.
The many rabbits. You need to share your concerns. That's what it says. That's the action you need to take, and sharing that forgoes the treachery.
Mm.
And what's your last card?
36, rainbow.
36 rainbow. Oh, so you find a hidden treasure and you're in awe. So, patience pays off.
You want more?
No, I'm good. I'm driving, but thank you.
No, I'm good, thank you. Oh dear.
Keep going.
So this is a sort of a miniaturized version of the bunny reading that I have now up on my services. You can get your own bunny reading if you want to. Book it for $25 all through April. It's going to be on for a limited time, and once it's done in April, it's not coming back till next spring. But you can get it. That's my birthday present. Part of my birthday present to you guys is $25 reading for a bunny reading. So hopefully it's affordable to all. I like to make these kind of deals sometimes so that people that maybe couldn't normally afford my $77 an hour fee can come in and get a bunny reading. And it does, as you can see, you had some examples of sort of miniaturized versions of the bunny reading, so you can get yours too if you like.
So how is the bunny reading different, the longer version?
The longer version, it's more cards.
Okay.
And we can zero in on very specific topics, like I want to zero in on my son or my career or whatever kind of thing. So we can do that. And the bunnies are, through their little system, they have like what you should do, what the outcome is, all this kind of stuff. So yeah, it was really
How long
cool.
does that typically take?
The bigger bunny version, it's probably just under an hour, about 45
Wow.
minutes.
That's a great offer. Then.
Yeah, for $25.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be fun. Let's do some bunny readings. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to open the circle. You guys can keep eating and drinking. It's all good. It's when company comes, you got to say, here's your hat, what's your hurry? And thank them for being here. So for center, we say, we thank the Maiden for joining us this Ostera night. It is from you that all life springs, and to you that all life returns. Walk with us in the days to come, and let us feel the joy that radiates from you in the springtime. Bless our magic tonight and our work, and help us manifest that which we desire, and to be the best version of ourselves in this moment. Until we meet, hail and farewell. And you guys respond with blessed be.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Mother Earth below, we thank you for being here to bless our work tonight. Bless our feet that we may stay grounded. Bless our womb that we may honor and love all of our cycles. Bless our tummies that we will love the roundness of them and know this is good and brings us bounty. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
We thank you, our goddess, not goddess, Grandmother Moon above, we thank you for joining us this Ostera night to add your wisdom and light to our magic. Bless our hearts that we will understand that love is truly the most powerful force. Bless our minds that we will listen to both our reasoning and our intuition. Bless our crown and give us the knowing of our own worthiness to wear them, to wear them with wisdom, grace, and gentle strength. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Now to the direction of the north door. The green growing earth has been a part of our right and has blessed this circle. Guardians of the earth, we thank you for joining us on this sacred night. Hail and farewell. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.
And to the western doors, the rushing waters of the west have been a part of our right and have blessed this circle. Guardians of the waters, we thank you for joining us on this sacred night. Hail and farewell. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
And now to the southern door. The light of the sun returns and has been a part of our right and has blessed this circle. Guardians of the fires, we thank you for joining us in this sacred night. Hail and farewell. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
And for the eastern door, the final door, the warm winds of the east have been a part of our right, and they have blessed this circle. Guardians of the winds, we thank you for joining us on this sacred night. Hail and farewell. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
And until we meet again, merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. Go with love, my goddesses. Thank you for being here, my goddesses.
Thank you for having us.